All right, everybody, welcome to Winter Ayurveda Yoga Flow. Let's get started standing today, which should be an indication of what's to come anytime we start a class standing. And I'm going to face you. So it's going to seem a little silly how we start off today, and I don't really know the correct terminology for this phrase, but we're just going to start bouncing around and jumping up and down. So just start flopping. We'll call it flopping pose. So just kind of like let everything get loose. And if you feel really silly, that's okay. Maybe close your eyes and act like nobody's here. But just kind of just start balancing that energy around, releasing the stagnation, and just stay with it because we're going to do this for just a little bit. Feel free to take any balancing movements. There's no form with this. And concentrate on that breath as well, because your heart rate's going to get going. All right, take a last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So get real still. I'm going to come to the top of my mat. So just take your feet hip width apart. Find a nice mountain pose, palms facing forward. And just begin to concentrate on the elevation of your breath and start smoothing it out. Today is going to be about awakening the fire within us so that we can break up that stagnant energy that winter sometimes brings. Now slowly blink those eyes open, and then inhale the arms high to the sky. And then exhale, fall forward. Feet are hip width apart. And then once you get to the bottom, release the head, release the hands. Give the head a little nod back and forth, up and down. And then this is going to be our true opening pose for today's class. So cross those arms. We're just going to come into a dangling forward fold here. Feel free to bend those knees if you have tight hamstrings. And just close your eyes and get comfortable here for a few moments as we open class today. Start paying attention to the ebb and flow of your breath. So with winter time brings the feeling that we need to hibernate and slow down. And we're going to counteract that today with lots of movements, lots of breathing exercises that will bring energy and vitality back into your body. And it's okay today to push yourself a little bit. I know sometimes we say not to push yourself, but today it's okay to give yourself that extra push because we need to oppose that draw to be sedentary. With every breath, that belly expands and feels full. And every exhale, just release further into that pose, relaxing the back muscles. Today's class is probably going to be challenging at times, so if you feel the need to take a break, not going to hurt my feelings at all. Just pick it back up once you can. Hopefully you'll stay. Just do the best you can and do whatever you feel is right for you today. We'll take one more deep inhale and fill that belly. Exhale, let it go, and as you let it go, release those hands down to the ground. And from here, let's come up halfway for a flat back. So hands can be on shins or on the ground, inhaling up halfway. And then exhale, falling head to the ground, falling forward once more. Again, inhale and come halfway up, hands on your shins. Exhale, release it all down. One more time, let's find some extension. Inhale halfway up, lengthen the spine, feel the space in the vertebrae. Exhale, folding forward. Once we get here, let's bend our left knee. Take your right hand, grab the back of your left ankle, and then left hand will reach high to the sky, twisting to the left side of the space. Pulling that left shoulder open, and remembering to breathe into the twist. Take one more inhale and find openness here. And on the exhale, if you want to join me for a little deeper, you can wrap that left hand around your waist, grab your waist or your right thigh, and just pull that shoulder open. Remembering your breath. On an inhale, release that hand up, back up to the sky. And exhale, release your left hand down to the ground. Let's inhale to come halfway up for a flat back. Exhale, falling forward, this time bending your right knee, grabbing the back of your left or your right ankle with your left hand, and then twisting to the right, right hand high to the sky. Now inhaling that right shoulder open. If you want to join me in that wrap, right hand wraps around your waist or anywhere along your back. Inhale that right shoulder open so that we're not sagging toward the floor. Now on an inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, right hand down to the ground. Inhale to come halfway up. Find that length. Exhale, forward fold. This time we inhale and rise all the way to standing. Hands sweep high to the sky. And then bring them to heart center. And then release your hands down so we're in a mountain pose. And what we're going to do now is take your right hand, and I'll face you for this. This is mind-blowing what we're going to do. We're going to be tapping our thymus gland. So our thymus gland actually shrinks as we have stress. So there's a little, where your collarbone is, just go a little bit under that with your 4 fingers and just start giving it a nice tap. Maybe close your eyes and concentrate on your breath. So our thymus is responsible for stress regulation, and it also helps with immunity by doing this. So anytime you're stressed or you need an energy boost, this is a great thing to do. It just takes about 30 to 60 seconds to kind of ignite that. Just a few more breaths here. One last inhale and fully exhale, and just release those hands down to mountain pose, hands facing forward. And with your feet still hip width apart, we're going to inhale our hands up to the sky and sit back into a chair. So booty back, arms reaching forward. We're going to do breath of joy. So we're going to inhale, reaching our hands out. And then on the exhale, we're going to come down under our belly and hands will go back. And we're going to make it a nice big sigh out. So on the inhale, deep breath in, and just like ocean crashing waves, let it all out. Inhale again. Let it out. We're going to go for 7 more. Inhale. Inhaling. Inhaling for 3. Inhaling 4. You want more. Inhale, reach high. Inhaling for 6. And last one, make it good. Inhale, 7. Let it go. Inhaling to come back up. And then exhale, standing. Once again, find that mountain pose. So release those hands down to the side. Closing your eyes. And just letting that breath come back to that natural, steady flow. We're going to take lots of nice little pauses, which is a great way to balance the kapha energy that winter brings. So now let's take our feet and let's bring them in together. And let's inhale our hands high to the sky. And exhale the swan dive, folding forward. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, we're going to step back through plank, so hands to the ground. Stepping back through plank, holding here. And then coming forward onto your hands. Exhale, elbows in, down through your chaturanga. Down to the floor. Now we inhale, come up for a cobra. And exhale. Let's push ourselves up to downward facing dog. So another great way to balance kapha energy is to do sun salutations. So today, we're just going to run through some sun salutations. It's going to increase our heart rate and increase any energy. So just take a moment here to feel what you feel in this downward facing dog. Remembering, take a break at any time if it gets a little bit too much for you. On an inhale here, take a deep breath in, and exhale, step both feet to the top of your mat. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, folding forward. And inhale, sweep the hands all the way up to come up to standing. And hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your hands high to the sky. And exhale, falling forward over those legs. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, back through your plank, down through chaturanga. Inhaling your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale to step to the front of your mat. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. And hands to heart center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, falling forward. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, stepping back through plank. Down through your chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling to reach back. Exhaling to step forward. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to sweep your hands all the way to the sky. And rain it all in to your heart center. Again, inhale, hands reach up to the sky. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, find the length and extension. Exhale with strength. Lower. And inhale for cobra. Back to downward facing dog. Inhaling here. Exhale to step to the front of your mat. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale to forward fold. And inhale to come all the way up. We're going to go through that one more time. Inhale, hands high to the sky. Exhale, falling forward. Inhale for a flat back. Exhale to go down through your vinyasa. Inhaling for cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Pause here. Take a few breaths. Taking an inhale. Exhale and step to the front of your mat. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, hands reach high to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. From here, let's sit in that chair again. So inhale, hands will go up to the sky, sitting down into that chair. From here, we're going to do some angel wing breath. So we're going to inhale here in chair. And on the exhale, you're going to release to stand up. Open those hands out to the side like you're making a snow angel. And then bring hands to heart center. Again, inhale, hands will reach up to the sky for chair. And exhale to open it up and extend it out. And now let's just flow through that. Inhale, sit down in the chair. Exhale, reach high to the sky and open that chest to the sky. Inhale, sitting down. Exhale, opening. Let's go through 3 more times. Inhale, high to the sky. Exhale to open. Again, inhale, sitting down. Exhale, opening and expanding. One more inhale. Exhale, open it up. Make it big. Make it light. Hands to heart center. Now let's inhale and sit back down in that chair again. So inhaling, sitting back down. This time bringing our hands to heart center. We're going to twist to the right. So left elbow is going to come to the right knee. Finding that twist to the right in chair. Pulling those right ribs out and open to the side space. Trying to make sure those knees are in good alignment. And your booty's still sitting back. It's not trying to go up. Take one more inhale here, twisting. And exhale to come to center, still sitting in chair. And then from here, let's just stand up, coming to standing. Let's go into chair with your left leg on the ground, so bringing that right leg up. Finding your version of chair, whether that be your foot down on your ankle or under your knee or somewhere above. Just finding that nice steady grounding in the left foot. And then once you feel stable, just take that gaze. We're not going to do anything with our arms necessarily, but just start making that gaze go upwards. So we're looking up toward the sky, which sometimes can be enough of a challenge. Take one last inhale here, and then slowly release that leg. We're going to take our right leg back to the back of the mat, and we're going to come into triangle. So left toes are going to face forward. Your right foot's going to angle to the side of your mat. Inhale, the arms will sweep out. And then exhale, falling over that left leg, left hand to left ankle. Opening to the left side of the space, feeling all the spaciousness that you can feel from your right hip all the way up through your rib cage. Now from here, let's begin to bend the left knee so that we come into a 90-degree bend. And then let's take our fingertips of the left hand to the outer edge of that left foot. If you need a block, you can always place a block over here, just coming into a side angle. Deeply bending that left knee. On an inhale, open the right chest just a little bit, and then exhale, that right arm will sweep to the front of your yoga mat, so just extending your side angle. Making sure that we're opening our ribs to the sky so we're not falling or collapsing toward the ground. One more inhale here. Exhale, releasing that. We're going to come up to warrior two, so just slowly with control, bring yourself up. Still bending in that left knee. Might be on fire. So make those arms reach out, drop those shoulders down, releasing any tension, tilting that pelvis. I'm sorry, but I'm not, because this is just so good for our body. From here, let's inhale. Hands will touch at the top and straighten that left leg. Exhale, releasing that back down, bending that left knee. Inhale, light as a feather, bringing those hands to touch, straightening the left leg. Exhale, release those hands down. One more time. Inhale, hands touch. Exhale, releasing. From here, let's reverse our warrior. So flip the left hand to the sky, scooping it up, and then stretching it back. Right hand on the back of your right leg. Holding those left ribs open toward the sky and rebending that left knee that always seems to want to creep up. One more inhale here, find some length. Exhale to come to warrior two. Stick with it. Now, following me, we're going to take our right leg. We're going to come into crescent, so I'm just going to flip my right foot. Maybe you have to make an adjustment on the space of your legs. But just come into crescent pose, as if that left leg hasn't had enough torture. Just breathing into it. Now cross those arms. So you're grabbing your opposite elbows. And then start to just lean back, opening the chest toward the sky. Exhale, leaning forward. Arms will release up to the sky, leaning forward. And then just step to the front of the mat. And then falling into a forward fold. Thank goodness we're done with that side. That was torture. Inhale for a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's just take a moment here, close your eyes and pause. Because God gave us two sides, we have to do the other one. But I promise we'll just do it one time. So just steady that breath, steady that mind. And no, it's not a big deal. It's just yoga. So slowly blink those eyes open. On an inhale, we're going to sit back into that chair. So sitting back, inhaling, arms sweep up to the sky. We're going to go into that angel wing breath. So inhale here. Exhale to stand and open and spread those hands wide. Inhale, sitting down. Exhale, opening and releasing. Inhale, gazes up. Exhale to release it down. Inhale again. Exhale to release. Let's do it two more times. Inhale, sitting down. Exhale, enjoying the nice slow flow right now. Inhale one more time. Exhale to open and release that breath. Hands to prayer. Sit down into the chair. And now let's take our right arm to our left knee, finding that twisting chair on the other side. Feet are together. Knees are squeezing in together. Opening those left ribs open as much as possible. I know I'm asking a lot. One more inhale here. Exhale to come back through center. And just stand up and release that. Now we're going to go into tree on the other side. So this time it's our left foot that's going to come up anywhere along that right leg. So finding a nice anchor in that right foot. Just getting comfortable, bringing your hands to heart center. And this time, if you want more of a challenge, you can lift your arms up to the sky and also your gaze as well. So arms can go anywhere you want them, but gazing up. So in wintertime, we often want to go inward and become introverts and stay in and not leave our warm houses. So the gazing up and the opening and the chest expansions all are counteracting that. One more inhale here. And then exhale, just letting that left leg release down to the ground. Maybe wiggling out those legs because you know we're going to be working out our legs a little bit here. All right, from here, let's come back into triangle. So left foot will go behind us. Left toes point out, right toes facing forward. About 3 feet width apart with your legs. Inhale, arms out. And then on the exhale, start to fall over that right leg. The right hand to right ankle. Feeling free to use a block if you need to do that as well right here. Left hand high to the sky. Now slowly begin on an inhale to bend that right knee so we come into side angle on the other side. So find that nice 90-degree bend in that right knee. Feel free to use a block if you need to. Fingertips on the outside of that right foot. Left hand is still high to the sky. And if your breath has become unsteady, try to rein that back in. The more intense the pose, the more breathing you'll be doing. So it's okay to breathe fast. Just don't hallucinate, just don't, hyperventilate. Now inhale to open that left shoulder open and exhale, extend your left hand to the front of the space. Finding a nice long line from those fingertips to the toes. Inhale, opening that arm up to the sky. Now slowly coming all the way up to that warrior two. Sitting down into that right knee. Right hand over your right leg. Left arm over your left leg. Shoulders releasing down, but fingertips going out. Tilting that pelvis. Let's inhale to straighten the right leg. Fingertips touch gently. Exhale, falling down, rebending that right knee. Inhale, lightly touch. Exhale, let it fall down. Inhale one more time. And exhale like falling snow, just slowly settle back in. Flipping that right palm to the sky. Scooping up and back. Let's come into reverse warrior. Left hand is on your left thigh. Find that openness and the right side of those ribs opening to the sky, and rebending that right leg if it's creeping up. One more inhale here. Exhale back to warrior two. From here, we're going to go into that crescent, so just flip that left foot. Just make some adjustments so you're not on a tightrope with your feet, but you're on those left toes. Right foot is flat. Arms reach high to the sky. Sitting down into that. And then when you're ready, grab opposite elbows and then open that chest to the sky. You're getting a little back bend here. When you're ready, slowly with control, exhale, coming forward, leaning forward. Inhale, release those hands long to the sky. And exhale, let's just step up to the front of our mat. Bending those knees, falling forward. Hallelujah, we're done with that. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, folding forward. And right here, let's pause. Let's cross those arms once more like we did in opening. Just release the muscles of your neck and your head. Maybe give it a little wiggle side to side. Release those hands down. Let's inhale to come halfway up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to come all the way up. Now we have one more challenging series to get through, and then it's the reward part. All right, so come with me. Let's inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands to the ground, stepping the right foot back. And once you're in a low lunge, drop that right knee down to the ground. And just inhale, hands up to the sky. And just pause here. Maybe start to open and bend that back if it feels okay. Hands to the sky, gazing up. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands to the ground. We're going to pop up on those back right toes and come into pyramid. So to do that, bring the right toes in so you shorten the stance of your legs. Toes will point to the top right mat. And then your left foot is facing forward. So heel to heel. Inhale to come halfway up. And then exhale to fall forward over that leg. Feeling free to use those blocks on either side if you need to do that too. And if you're feeling a little feisty because we've got your energy flowing, you can inhale those hands behind your back. And then exhale to pull out of those shoulders. And just falling forward. So just opening that chest. One more inhale here. Exhale to release those hands down to the ground. Let's start to bend the left knee. And then we're going to walk those left fingertips out about 1.5 feet from your left foot. And then just come up into half moon on the left leg. So opening to the right side of your space on your fingertips or a block. And once you have a nice stable left leg, reach that right arm to the sky. Flexing the right foot like you're pushing back onto the wall. Breathe. But not tensing up in your face or your jaw, and definitely not losing that breath. One more inhale here. Exhale to release those hands down to the ground. Releasing the right toes back. We're going to come into a low lunge here. Hands to the ground. We're going to step back to plank. And then lower down through chaturanga, shaping those ribs with the elbows. Inhale for a cobra. Exhale to come down to the floor. From here, release the hands back, releasing those legs so that they're nice and long. We're going to start to pull everything off the ground. So legs lift, arms lift. Making sure not to crane that neck back. Just keep nice alignment in your neck. And just feel the breath as it rolls over the floor. One more deep inhale here. Exhale to release it down. Hands come by your chest. Inhale to come up to a cobra. Exhaling down. And from here, we're going to roll over onto your right side. And then we're going to pop up, just like that. We're just going to pop on up. Just come on up to side plank. So just pull yourself up there. If you have elbow injuries or whatever, just get there however you can. No judgment. Left arm high to the sky. Pulling up and squeezing those abs. Squeezing your cookie muscles. Inhale here. Now let's lift our left leg up. Just about a foot. No big deal. Start to bend that left knee. Placing that foot behind you to the left. We're going to flip our dog and come into wild thing because we're just wild and crazy. So opening the body to the sky. Inhaling one more time. Exhale, let's slowly just release and come back to side plank. Slowly. And now, take your booty down to the ground and just let your left hand fall to the ground and then fall to your belly like we're done, but we're not. Inhale to come halfway up. And now exhale down. And let's go to the other side. So just roll yourself over to the left. And then pop yourself up, just like that. Right arm to the sky. Squeezing those left abs. No drooping, no sagging, no none of that stuff. Right foot will come up, about a foot off the other foot. Bend the right knee. Let the toes fall on the right foot. And then flip that dog up to the sky. How's that breath? I know it's there. Inhale one more time. Exhale, slowly make your way back to side plank. Once you're here, dip that left hip down to the ground. Right hand to the floor, rolling down to your belly. Inhale to come up to a cobra. Exhale. Let's come to downward facing dog. Just pause here. Catch your breath. Let's inhale, take a deep breath here. Exhale to step to the front of your mat. If you're doing good, you're sticking with me. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky. And then bring it all in. One more time on the other side, and the challenges are over. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, falling forward. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, hands to the ground. And we're going to step our left foot back this time. So coming into that low lunge, left knee releases, top of your left foot releases. And just come up, hands to the sky. Recalibrate that breath. Take one more inhale here. Maybe open up to the sky. Exhale, release those hands down to the ground. We're going to come up on those left toes and find pyramid. So bring the stance in a little bit. Left toes pointing to the left top of your mat. Inhale to come halfway up. And then exhale to fold over that right leg. And just breathe. Hips facing forward. If you want to come into that chest expansion one more time, you can interlace those fingers behind your back. And you can open up those shoulders and pull back. Just make sure you have a nice steady breath. One more inhale there. Exhale to release those hands down to the ground. Bending your right knee, we're going to come into half moon. So fingertips of the right hand about 1.5 feet in front of your left pinky or your right pinky toe. Left leg reaches long behind you, flexing that foot of the left leg. Left arm high to the sky. Feeling free to use that block under your right hand so you can elevate that heart up. Squeeze everything you got. I promise it helps you stay up. One more inhale here. And exhale, let's come into a low lunge. So those left toes will come behind you. Make sure you're not on a tightrope with those feet. Coming into a low lunge. Now hands flat to the ground. Stepping back to plank. Down through chaturanga, squeezing those elbows in. Inhale for cobra. Exhale down to the ground. This time releasing everything down to the ground. We're going to come up into locust again. This time we're going to inhale everything off the ground. And if you want to take it a step further, interlace those fingers behind your back and pull out of that chest. Remembering your breath. And just feeling the rocking motion that you make as you inhale and exhale. One more inhale here. Exhale to release those hands down by your chest. Inhale to come up to a cobra. Exhale down to the ground. This time we're going to roll to our right side one more time. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to pop up on our right hand, coming up. Left hand reaches high to the sky. We got one more chance to do this. So let's inhale, left foot comes up about 1 foot off the other one. Bend the left knee, place those toes behind you and open up to the sky. Finding a nice back bend. Inhaling one more time. Exhale to slowly release, bringing that left leg around and on top of your right. One more inhale here, and exhale, release that right hip down to the ground. Left hand comes down to the ground and we roll down. Hands by chest, inhale to come up to cobra. Exhaling down, now rolling to the left one more time. Let's give it a try on this side. You're doing good. Coming up, right hand high to the sky. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bend that knee of the right leg. Open, chest to the sky. Breathing. Inhale one more time. And exhale, slowly make your way back with control. Releasing the left hip down to the ground. Right hand down to the ground. Rolling down. This time up through the center, cobra. On an inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. Exhale, knees release down to the ground. Coming to have a seat. And if you can tuck your toes, you can go ahead and do that. So we're going to come into another breathing technique. I'll face you. Get your tissues handy because it's breath of fire time. Also known as shining skull breathing. So I'll explain it real quick before we do it. And if you feel lightheaded or have heart problems, feel free to skip it. So with a nice tall spine, we're going to have the emphasis on the out breath. So we're going to take a deep breath in, and then you're going to exhale, and the out breath is going to be sharp and fast. So the inhales naturally will happen, and the out breath will be what we have to be forceful with. So you'll feel that belly pumping out. So feel free to close your eyes. Let's take a nice deep breath in through our nose. And release out through your mouth. Just let it go. Inhale through the nose. Release out the mouth. Let's do one more like that. Nice cleansing deep breath into the belly. Release. Now we'll begin. So take a deep breath in and just punch it out. Just punch that breath out. Maybe put that hand on your belly to feel that out breath as you release it out. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it go out your mouth. So if you have your toes tucked, let's untuck those toes and let's come to sit down on your bottom. And just bring those toes out in front of you. And we're going to start to roll back and forth. So just do some spinal rolls here. Just back and forth. It feels really good after all the moving we've been doing to just do something fun like this. All right, so after you get back up to the front, let's go ahead and cross those legs and then come into tabletop. So from here in tabletop, let's take our right leg and lift it up and around that left knee. So we're going to tuck our knees in toward each other. I'll face you so you can see. We're going to come into cow face pose with our left leg under our right. So just snuggle those legs in and then have a seat back down. And then finding a nice tall spine, grabbing the feet with your hands, inhaling here. And then exhale, just start to fold over the top of your right leg. Just let those back muscles release. You earned every single slow hold today. Take one more inhale here. And exhale to slowly make your way out. It's so tempting to just stay there and go to sleep, but we can't. So to transition to the other side, I always lose people, I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna try it. So I'm gonna go to the left, which means you probably should too. My hands are gonna come to the left side of me, and then I'm gonna lift up onto my feet. So I'm doing some funky dance moves here. And then I'm gonna turn all the way around into a circle, making a 360. Now my legs are crossed the opposite way into celibacy pose. And then sit back down. This time your right should be under your left, but if none of that worked, you can always find tabletop and then snuggle the left leg up and over the right this time. So now left leg is on top, grabbing those outer edges of your feet, inhaling for a nice tall spine, and exhale to fall over the top of that left leg. Just release it all down.
Take one more inhale here. And on the exhale, slowly make your way up to that nice tall spine. And then once you get here, we're going to just sit in a nice easy pose, and we're going to do one more breathing exercise before we close with our last pose of the class. So just find a nice comfortable seat. And if you've never done alternate nostril breathing, that's what we're going to do today. And it's going to balance all the doshas. You have your Kapha, your Vata, and your Pitta. And if you come in a couple weeks, you can learn all about that. My sister will be teaching a class. So we're going to balance all of the doshas and feel really balanced, hopefully. So to do this, let's bring our ring finger and our middle finger to the middle of your forehead. And we're going to be using our ring, did I say ring finger? Middle finger and the pointer finger. I don't know, I said ring finger. Just these two fingers, people. So those two fingers and your third eye. Now we're going to be using the ring finger and the thumb to open and close our nostrils. So I'll walk you through it. So let's just take a nice breath in and cleanse in through the nose and release out through the mouth. Let's do one more just like that. Deep breath in through the nose. Release out through the mouth. Now, plugging your left nostril with your ring finger. Inhale for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. In through the right nostril. Pause at the top. Plug your right nostril and exhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause at the bottom. This time, inhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. Plug your left nostril, exhale through the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the bottom. Inhaling the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Plug the right and exhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Plug the left, exhale right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again, inhale right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Plug, exhale left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Plug the left, exhale right for 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. We'll go through one more round. Inhaling right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Plug the right, exhale left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last inhale for the left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Plug left, exhale right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. And then slowly release and let your breath come back to a normal state. All right, so slowly blinking those eyes open. We're going to come into the last posture of the class. So this is where we need our blocks. So getting your blocks, we're going to place them. I'm going to place mine. Mine are kind of fatties, but I'm going to place mine at this level. You're going to have to play around with it before we find the final posture. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go like this. So I'm going to go high and low. So your head's going to go on here. Your shoulder blades are going to hit here. And it's going to take some adjusting. So I'll take some time to let everybody get situated. We're just going to lower our back down. So your shoulder blades should hit that first block. And then I like to have my head down, but if you need your block to be level like the other one, you can do that too for your head. So just kind of play around with it and get comfortable, because we're going to be in this restorative posture for the remainder of the class. And this will be our Shavasana. So just let those legs open out. And once you find a comfortable spot with your blocks toward the upper back, they should be in between your shoulder blades, and then this block Top block would be at your head. Once you're comfortable there, palms facing the sky. And just pay attention to the rise and fall of your belly. Just finding a nice and even flow with your breath. And then making those thoughts, they're kind of like snowflakes where you have many thoughts, they're all different, they're everywhere, and they're fluttering and flurrying, but they're all going to still be there, and they're going to land. So just acknowledge them and let them go, and just find some solace in this position for the final minutes of class. So slowly start feeling the sensations of your body again. Maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes. And taking some deeper breaths before we roll out of this posture. Coming to your left side, slowly rolling out. And then take your time to lie on your left side for just a second to kind of recalibrate that spine because it's probably a little tender. So just lie there. And just let that spine just settle in. And then when you're ready, just make your way up to seating. So push yourself up. And then come into a nice, easy pose. And then bring your hands to heart center. And let's take one more breath in. Inhale those hands up to the sky. Exhale, pulling it through center. Pausing at your heart. Thank you so much for your practice today. And as you're ready, you can open your eyes. And hopefully you feel balanced and ready to take on the rest of your night. Thanks for coming.